5 reasons why we should skip the Ozempic shortcut and embrace confidence. I usually like to do natural remedies when it comes to things, that I put in my body, right? Common side effects for Ozempic is nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation. My doctor is not going to give me a prescription for this. I don't really want a quick fix. I want something that, is sustainable. Many people don't talk about the quick fixes that keep you stuck, but I'm going to talk about it in this video today. What's up, ladies? My name is Rosie, and I make content for women over 40 so that they can be comfortable in their own skin and live their best life. Let's do this. Let's get into my 5 reasons why we should skip the Ozempic shortcut and embrace confidence. Side effects can outweigh the results. First off, I am scared to death of taking, different type of drugs. I don't know. I am a scaredy cat. I usually like to do natural remedies when it comes to things, that I put in my body, right? I am just such a chicken because I don't like the side effects. Now, for these various side effects, I actually want to read them to you. Common side effects for Ozempic is nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, while more serious but less frequent side effects can include gallbladder problems, kidney issues. Some women may also experience hormonal changes and potential effects of birth control effectiveness. Honestly, I thought the side effects would be worse than what it is, but, I still don't want no gallbladder or no kidney problems, right? I don't want to, be having diarrhea, unnecessary diarrhea or nausea, right? I don't want that, right? Also, it's not like I can go to my doctor and get the, right one, right? To get the approved version of it. I have to settle for some counterfeit, one that I'm going to buy off the black market or, think that someone is going to give me the original because I can't go to my doctor for it, right? My doctor is not going to give me a prescription for this. So that leaves me at the mercy of people to give me anything. And I'm not trying to do that, okay? I will have, grow a second head or arm or something dealing with other people, trying to make a quick buck off of me. No, that's not going to happen. At the end of the day, my body deserves to feel better, not just smaller. It doesn't heal your relationship with your body. It will definitely shrink your body, but it won't help you with, body shame, with your self-worth, with building confidence. And that is what I want to build, right? I don't really want a quick fix. I want something that, is sustainable. We have all seen in the celebrity world and even in the regular world too, where people, get that quick fix and still are not satisfied with their body, right? So, it's not just, the quick fix of losing the weight. With that, they still have dysmorphia issues, right? Where they still want to be smaller even though they have met their goal. That's because it's just not about that quick weight loss. It's deeper, right? You need to solve the real problem, right? What you are going through, body shame, building your confidence with where you are. And, that will, again, sustain you. You won't have this little quickness, and then be lost and not know what to do with yourself. You have to remember that you have to do the work to build up your self-worth and confidence. Always remember, healing comes from within and not from a prescription. Quick fixes often comes with long-term struggles. What's that saying? when something comes off fast, it comes back even faster. That's not how I want it to go down for me, right? I don't want it to come off fast and then it comes right back faster. With me and my struggle, it took me 3 years to lose 5 pounds, right? And that was a constant struggle for me. I had to go through all of that because, again, if you know my story, I did not gain weight until I was in my 40s. So it took time for me to learn this. It's a lot to learn, and it's really overwhelming. It was quite overwhelming for me to have to be thrown into reading labels, right? To be thrown in, weighing food or, just all of this, like using the Yuka app to like track stuff. It was a lot that I had to go through. And I actually wouldn't change it because it has built in me, the consistency that I needed and also the discipline. I'm still not where I want to be, but I am getting closer. I can feel myself, now knowing of how to portion size and different things like that, right? And that comes from me struggling and not trying to take a quick fix and getting it. Again, I want this to be a lifestyle change for me, not a diet, not a fad, none of that, right? So with this whole transformation that I'm on, I have to do it the right way. At least that's how I want to approach it. Confidence does not come from the scale. That one you're preaching to the choir. I had to learn that the hard way by, still showing up day after day when I try on clothes that no longer fit me, when I was feeling, some type of way about my body because it has changed so much because I had put on the weight. I had to go through that whole journey and build up my confidence because honestly, it had took a toll. And I have never been, in all of my years before I hit my 40s, have never been someone that wasn't confident. You have your pitfalls where you get a little shaky with it. But overall, I was a one that always held my head up, walked with my head up, you know what I'm saying? And never had to, deal with the confidence issue until in my 40s and this weight came on and I couldn't get it off as easily as I had did in my 20s and 30s. Lasting confidence is built when you consistently show up for yourself. And that is through your mindset changes, through nourishment, through movement, right? Through self-acceptance. One thing for sure, you cannot inject any type of self-love. Your journey deserves respect, not rush. You've spent years carrying weight, and that is physically and emotionally, right? You deserve to do it the right way and not take shortcuts. I know I am so grateful for doing it, the longer way, right? I look at that and I often, think about Ozempic and be like, it would be nice, right? You get that instant gratification. But again, that is not going to set me up for success. I'm going to continue on my journey that is rooted in compassion, wisdom, and empowerment, not pressure and a sense of urgency. Well, as I always leave you, I want you to get out and live your life because why? We only have 20 to 30 good summers left and we are not going to waste them. Until next time, bye-bye.